Hello, high school students. Father Dries here. Quick little video on navigating the Catechism of the Catholic Church. You guys are receiving a catechism for our high school program. Very nice. It's color-coded. There's ribbons in it. This is your best friend next to the Bible. You got a Bible for confirmation classes. That's yours to keep. This is yours to keep. Your name should be in the front cover. There should be your little name or whatever in there. This is yours. Mark in it. Highlight what you need. I'm going to go through a couple things in it. Also in the box that the catechism came in, there's also this nice little kind of pamphlet, kind of folds out and such. Good kind of just outlines and stuff. So I encourage you to take a look at that. And then before I dive into the catechism itself, in the classroom, your classroom, there are small catechisms. It just has kind of the basic paragraph numbers and index. It's very simple. It doesn't have the extensive index that's in your large version, and its margins is not really that you can't really write a whole lot. It's a nice big one. Is good for study and stuff. The other one's good for like quick reference and stuff. But let's dive in. I'm going to dive into a couple little things about the catechism, just to help you learn to navigate some of the basic things. All right, so here we are. I'm going to open up to page 2 here. It just kind of gives an overview here on page 2. The different colors, sections in the catechism, they're color-coded. So teal, part 1 is on the profession of faith, what we believe. The red section is on how we worship. The green section is how we live, the moral life, grace and virtue. And then the purple section is on Christian prayer, how we pray, especially our personal relationship with God, developing a prayer life. So kind of the sections, they're all connected, colors and stuff. And there's this long appendix in the back, big appendix. It has an index, has a glossary in it for some key terms, very, very helpful. But we're just going to look for a moment at paragraph 1, paragraph uno. All right, well, actually, I'm going to go to another paragraph. Let's go to paragraph 27 here. We'll come back to paragraph 1. Okay, so if you see on paragraph, get a little closer here. Okay. 27, all right, there's kind of, the paragraph numbers are on the side here. All right, so these are the paragraph numbers. They are things referenced in the Catechism of the Catholic Church. They're referenced by paragraph numbers. So if you see Catechism of the Catholic Church 27, that's referring to the paragraph, or the abbreviation of Catechism of the Catholic Church is CCC 27. That'd be this paragraph in the Catechism. And so because the Catechism is translated in many different languages and different publishers kind of publish it, it's more specific, and you don't have to worry about kind of, sometimes when you translate things, some languages take more space, others less, and so you don't have to worry about, page numbers not matching up. So paragraph numbers. And then on the side here, these are cross-references. So the other paragraphs in the catechism that are connected with this paragraph. This one says 355, 170, 170, and then 1718. If you look closely, actually, these are color-coded. So the paragraph numbers are color-coded to the section. So these are teal numbers. And then also the cross-references. That can kind of be hard to see, but 355 and 170 are teal. And then this 1718 is actually greenish color. It's referring to the moral life section. So it gives you a quick reference of where else, not just by the number, but also the color kind of points to what section that cross-reference is. All right, we're going to go to paragraph 1, though, because I'm going to give you little pointers on reading the catechism, because you'll notice in some of the assignments it says home assignments to read a paragraph and then ask a simple question or what jumps out to you and such. And so they're not like reading long paragraph, like many paragraphs, but they're dense. So even this first sentence of the catechism of the first paragraph, paragraph 1, God, infinitely perfect and blessed in himself, in a plan of sheer goodness, freely created man to make him share in his own blessed life. Now, they're much longer sentences, but it packs a lot in there. And so when I in seminary took a course in the Catechism, we were very much encouraged, find the subject, find the verb of the sentence first, all right? Especially if it's a long one, and it's, so what's the subject? God, and then created is the primary verb, all right? There might be subverbs or subclauses and stuff if it's a really long sentence. So God created, all right? And then everything else connects around that. So this is where you get to use your English skills and such of what part of speech is this. You don't have to do this, like mark it out. But infinitely perfect, blessed in himself, that's referring to God. Plan to show goodness, referring to God. And then man was created man to make him share in his own blessed life. So God created man to share in his own blessed life. Here, blessed refers to divine life, divine happiness. And so it really packs a punch of who God is. He's infinitely perfect, blessed in himself. In a plan of sheer, freely creates us, doesn't have to do it. He's not like, well, I have to do this, or I'm bored, I better do this to entertain myself. No, freely, for that we can come to share in his own blessed life, his own divine life, divine happiness. All right, so I encourage, when you're on the paragraphs, they can take time, they can take a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Just kind of chewing, going slow, and I'm not, signing massive paragraphs because you have your whole lifetime, to learn about the Catechism and stuff. And then lastly, if you're interested, kind of tackling getting through this, eventually one day, Father Mike Schmitz has a Catechism of the Year podcast. It's also a video. The videos are online too, of him reading it and then giving some explanations and stuff. And so I encourage, maybe down the road, look at that. And even in high school, if you make a commitment like, well, I'm going to do 1 or 2 a week, you'll get through a good section of the Catechism by the time you graduate from high school. So my sister went through this twice with that program. She was all into it, like kind of just done 2 years of kind of just chewing it, eating this stuff up. All right. So this and the Bible are your best friends. And so this is really to prepare you for life. And this is the source to go. When someone has a question about the faith and you're like, I don't know what the church, how I should respond or something, go to the Catechism, go to the index, find the topic, a good pointer, good starting point. All right. Well, I hope this is helpful. God bless.